hit that subscribe button. Let's get started.
Okay, let's try this again. We're going to switch back over to the camera and see if things happen correctly this time. Finally got Facebook to link back up, so I had to go in and delete everything totally off there and then add Facebook back to my Streamlabs here to see if we can get it to work. So switch back over here to this camera and see if we can continue now. I mean, that only took, what, an hour? Sitting here trying to figure everything out, and I got to switch back and go to my stream over here again so I can get back on the correct video here so I can see the chat and stuff. Okay, so we'll go for a little bit here. Again, I'm just trying to see how this works out over here on Streamlabs. Again, it's a paid service, and so if it ain't gonna work for me, I ain't paying for it no more, that's for sure. So just testing stuff out. You know, doing all that stuff, I didn't even get a chance to look at any of the stuff on PennyWise, so I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking at here. I gotta go check. Gotta see what those eyebrows are. Are they supposed to be black? Or are they supposed to be? Hey, I just got the first notification. It just came through my ears. I heard it. So see, even when I'm working and those notifications, like when a comment's posted, it rings in my ear. I can look up and see a comment. If it gets too bad, then I go over and hit a button and it turns all this stuff off. If a new subscriber subscribes, it'll make a noise there also. So, one thing I want to test, and I'm going to continue talking as I walk over here. And so I want to see, and I'll have to find out in the recording when I go back. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit the mute button. So I came over here and hit the mute button when I was right in the middle of that sentence, just so I would be able to go back in here and see if that actually worked. So, yes, Michaela. I've got Michaela Mills asking if you're using Streamlabs now. I'm trying it out because I can do all these alerts and all this other stuff from the chat box. Should be visible. Oh, it is. Okay, I can see it there, sort of at the bottom. It was sort of hard for me to see it there. There you go. Justin Gates. Thanks, Justin. Facebook friend of mine. He's a photographer also. If you're on Facebook, go look him up on Facebook. He's a good photographer also. I'm just glad to see that the comments are finally coming through from the things. Justin, if you're watching there, just drop me a comment. Just say hello or something, please, in the chat, just so I can see if it comes up. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working together and all that stuff. So that's the biggest reason for this stream today. So let me go look while I'm over here for that PennyWise photo so I can see what I'm supposed to be thinking I'm doing here. I was wondering if it is visible. Because we got 17 viewers in here right now. Somebody hit that like button in the chat for me so I can test that stuff out. I'm just trying to test everything out here. So just making sure everything's working and trying to determine, do I want to stay with this here Streamlabs, or are we going to go back over to StreamYard? Of course, with StreamYard, we would lose just all the alerts and, all the different things. So I'm just trying to make sure stuff's working out. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how we want to make PennyWise over here look. Y'all see my PennyWise I'm working on right there. Well, now that I may show everybody now that Facebook's actually linked up, and as far as I know, people on Facebook are able to see this and comment and all that stuff now. So I'll go back and show some of the other things I've been working on. Right now I'm trying to find that photo of PennyWise here, because I'm trying to figure out what some images show black eye areas and other ones don't. So, okay, I got a general eye there. I think I may add a little bit of black into the highlights there. And the camera, what do y'all think? The camera much better on this view? It's not overpowering on the exposure and all that good stuff. Now I could actually change it up a little bit, change this camera right here, but I just don't like it's the same brand of camera. It's not showing as good as the other one for some reason. Excuse me. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Some of these shadows things here. We might go a little bit of this. I don't know if it's the right color for everything. See, I still got that red in there, so let me clean that out. Reds. Dump that out. Clean it out a little bit. Again, I know for most of my friends that watch my content, they're watching other streamers that are live right now, and I understand. That's how most of y'all found me anyway. So I understand y'all are wanting to watch the content that introduced us. But again, I'm just trying to work on this, trying to get some of these things caught up, because I've got a few things. So I said I'll work on this for a little bit, and then I will throw that on the stream, so even people who are finally able to see from Facebook and comment and all that stuff can actually see some of the other things I've been working on. At least I can get their comments and answer their questions and all that stuff. So if anybody has questions at any time during this, just drop your question. Even if I don't see it at the second, I will hopefully see it very soon. Be able to answer it for you. If anybody out there watching has their own YouTube channel, drop it as a comment. That way others can find you. I have no problem with people dropping their channel also. Again, it's one of those things where, I mean, like my content right here is airbrushing, is what this is about. Not everybody's interested in airbrushing, so not everybody's going to click on it and want to see it. So it's one of those things where you either know me and are willing to sit and watch it, or you're interested in maybe learning something about airbrushing. So anybody new and don't know, I just recently started airbrushing like 2 weeks ago, maybe. I need to write down the date so I remember it, because it hasn't been, I don't think it's been 2 weeks yet. So just saying. I've just been trying to learn it, trying to figure stuff out with it. I'll never be an airbrush artist per se to take a t-shirt and just lay it out and paint you a frog on it or something like that. That's not what I'm looking to do, and definitely know that I'm not. It's not something I could do, to be honest. So it's one of the things that I just wanted to. Everybody knows I print out 3D models and all that stuff all the time, and I had quite a few that's just stacking up. My wife's like, "What are you going to do with all these?" So I decided, hey, I think I'll try to paint them or something. And I've started that. It's been really enjoyable. Gives me something to do. I had to drop this lid in or overnight or something like that. When you forget to clean out your gun, let paint set in all night, it really starts clogging up and stuff like that. I don't think my gun had any issues. I think it's just more of my lids and stuff here. You always make sure you clean your guns out, unless you're me and you forget. Well, I've destroyed this good brush. This was a good brush, part of an art set, but I had to have a semi stiff brush to get in here to the tips of the air gun to clean out the tips and stuff. And I've just destroyed this thing. Hopefully it's my wife's, not mine. I'm sure she'll let me know though. There's plenty of them over there. Okay. Gotta get that stuff cleaned out. All that stuff. What did we decide we was gonna color we was gonna go to here? Oh, we got that flash white. Let's spray this lower part with that. No, maybe we'll do the ruffles with it. Yeah, let's try that. Try to do some of the ruffles. I was trying to get all this extra color out just because I didn't want it to mix in here. I may have to go sit and watch some of my. Hello, Miss Vivian. Thanks for stopping back in. Yeah, as soon as you hit that, it notifies me. It gets my attention. That's why I was interested in doing the Streamlab and all that stuff. So, I mean, most times my comments are far and few between per se, and so it's easier to do it with that notification, all that stuff. Subscriber, somebody joined or something like that. It plays a sound. I mean, just a little bit of fun stuff. So I'm gonna do this pearl white. I say pearl white. It's more about a white flash is what it is. Do that over this costume here on the bottom. See how that turns out. I guess I should put these back up before I get them mixed up. Red flash. That was a little ant. Little sucker. I got you. Okay. Yeah, hopefully, again, the bright white lights above me shine down on this right here really makes it hard to get the camera to white balance correctly and all that stuff. So the challenge. Oh no, that turns into a purple. I didn't want it to turn into a purple. I want it to stay white. I thought it was more of a pearl, but I do have pearl white. Look at this. Can y'all see that purple? If I can turn my hand there so y'all can see it, figure out where it's at. I'm watching the stream up there, and it takes a little while for it to come in, like 15 seconds. So, yeah, it's got like a purple. I don't know if that's something I want. I guess we could do a little areas of it. I don't know. I'm going to have to call in my expert witness in there and have her come here and tell me. I don't mind having a little bit in it, I guess. I just don't want. My intent is not to do the whole thing in that color of purple. Definitely throwing some to it. So, what do we get here? Yeah, I literally had to go in and change all the settings. I had to delete all the settings for Facebook. Go in there and reauthorize everything on Facebook. And go try to hit the button and see if it let me go live again. And finally it went through. So I guess that's why you guys are seeing me on Facebook now. So there's some black right there. I must have missed that earlier. Well, that's fine because we got to. I think I'm going to black those edges out anyway. And I'm just trying to put some of this color in here just to give it a, I guess it's a clownsy look. Honestly, I mean, I literally cannot really see that color, but I can spray on my glove and I know it's spraying, but I'm not seeing like anything here in front of me as I'm spraying. I can't see it on the costume and all that stuff. So let's see how it works out. Sort of see a change in the spin around there, wait and see what y'all think. I don't know what color I'm going to do that. I think this eyebrow is supposed to be black, and that one's supposed to be black. You know, it's supposed to be red right here around his other part of his eyebrow. I don't know. It's almost like there's a good side of him and a bad side, I think, over here is what I think the thought, or maybe I got it backwards. I think so. Because, like, see his face has got this split in it down his part right here. This right here has got the evil side, I guess, and this side doesn't. So that's why I think it's a sort of a split pattern. So I'm gonna have to go actually look at that up and figure out what the two personalities are. Something to that effect, I guess. Sometimes you just don't know when you start working on these things. Just like now, the Batman Joker, I know because that's the way I downloaded, and I intended it to be that way. But I didn't really pay attention to this Pennywise here, and I realize now that something's not right. I mean, he's got that split down his forehead, and it's just different. So I don't know. Yeah, well, I got a lot more color there than I really needed, I guess. Try to open it up a little bit more. Chunk of stuff stuck in there. It's definitely coming out. Sometimes I just get busy doing my thing over here, and I don't say much because I'm just focused on trying to get stuff exactly where I want it. Again, if somebody comments, then it should notify me, and it tells me to look up. So if somebody comments something, no matter what platform you're on, I should hear it. So, gosh, I still got a lot of paint. Okay, I guess I'll just pour it out because I really put a lot down there. I know it doesn't look like I've changed it much, but I definitely have added some color to it. don't know what that noise was. I swear I heard a noise, but it didn't come through my headset, so I was like, what is it? Okay. I think I'm going to stop there. I don't want to put too much, but there's definitely some other colors that breaks up this ruffle from this white. So go with that for right now. I'm going to switch over to my detail brush, and I'm going to bring in some black highlights into some areas. Let's see if we can do that. I think one of the kitties must be stuck somewhere. There's one trying to get in or something. I don't know. Maybe that's their version of knocking at the door. Speaking of, no, it's another song. If somebody new subscribes who's viewing this, we should know because it should come up with a notification. No different than whether somebody follows on Facebook should get a notification. If you get a subscriber on YouTube, you should get a notification. And I don't know what it does for X because most people are already going to be a follower there on X. So. I guess I could use my tank over here. Okay. Got any questions while I'm doing this? As soon as I ask, anybody got any questions, everybody hits the get the hell out of here button. I mean, I lost 50% of you just by asking anybody got any questions. Let me grab me something to drink here. Yeah, so one side of the eyebrow side, I guess, is a black eyebrow. The other side is those red vertical lines going up the face. So I'm not sure here. That's another thing I don't like about Streamlabs is, I mean, I know I have to figure out how to show my stream and all that stuff, but not my stream, how to show my page, like what I'm showing or whatever. So how many people are here from X? If you're here from X, it's like 2 are from YouTube because it don't show me an X up there, so I don't know how many are actually from X. So just saying. This is a 30-minute view here of Streamlabs. Well, it shows there's one person left, so it must be me. I don't know if anybody's from X over there. So They try to do a stream later, something like that. Whenever all the other streamers are not streaming, I'll get, like I said, I'm going to continue painting. People will stop in when they want to. No big deal. And it allows the, I know there's one YouTuber because right there he is. I'm watching him right there. It allows everybody to go back and see this as I progress with it. Do a little bit of black here. My fine detail brush here. Black, black, black. I really believe that it uses the microphones on my cameras too. That's how it's able to have sound like all over the place. That microphone's all across the room. Let me see some details in here. Oh Lord, that's wide open. It definitely started flowing there. Fine details here. Let's go with fine details in here. Try to black out this eyebrow on this side. That's different than the red side, I guess. I can't get my paint to come out correctly. Don't want to come out past the needle, but as soon as I let off, it'll blow a little bit out. I just don't understand it. Why it does that? Must be buildup or something. Clean this needle off a little bit here. At some point, I guess I just need to tear them all apart, really clean them real good. So that's what you got to do. I think so, because it's blowing it out now. So hard to see. The edges. Oh, jerked my hand there. Right, so you got to fix all the whites. It's okay. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to throw a little bit of black into these pockets and corners of his cheek. So when I come back here with the white, the shadow will still say black, but the white, I just go in there to add it in there, just overspray it per se. You know, you'll cover it up and just leave a little bit down into those valleys. Yeah, definitely too much. Too dark. That's the way it goes sometimes. Though. Got to add it in there and then come back and clean it up. Get some shadows down into there. And we'll hit it the white here in a little bit to really cover up a lot of the black that doesn't go down where we want it to. We're going to try to do anyway. Shadowing from the hair area. There's a really dark spot back in there. Oh, couldn't figure out where my cat was at. She's down in the bag over here. Cat in the bag. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I talk good about this thing and then it gives me issues sometimes. Gotta have it to be consistent. Can't be talking good about it sometimes and not work for me other times. This ain't gonna work. I'm just trying to follow the lines of the hair flow here. Trying to give it some different color textures in here, I guess. I don't want to get too crazy and give it too much dark because it's supposed to be like red and orange here. I think it's the biggest thing. Making it flow around here. Trying to give it some breakup. Okay. I got to come back. Fix some of those whites. Matter of fact, I'm going to use my brush here to fix that white up around his head. Thank you, Miss Fiona. See how that works? Now I can hear as soon as a new message comes in, it rings in my ear, and I can look over there and see what the message was. Just for the chat stuff. So works out much better than not being able to hear and not knowing if somebody's made a comment or something like that. Works out really swell. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, well, it's coming along. I mean, yeah. 5 minutes ago, you said, "Oh, it looks real nice," but now I just added that black, and I got to figure out I have a thought in mind. That's what I'm saying. What I want to be, what I want to do. Let's see if it turns out that way. See, got stuff in there, so let's dump that black in there. I swear I just got all that black out there. It's all hanging out in the bottom, I guess. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. No matter what it is in life, you gotta start somewhere with something. There's still a lot of black down there that just did not come out. Okay, back where it goes. For sure, it is the truth. It is the truth. You gotta start somewhere. It's like I've been telling people. Once you get past the first couple ones, I mean, it makes it a little bit easier to just sit and talk type thing. But you know, when you're doing something, it makes it a little easier per se. But you know, let's see, there's a pearl silver white. That's what I sort of want to do with the rest of the clown costume here. The white down here is the silver. I got to do white up here, but I just want to see what other colors of white variances I have. I almost made these containers just a little too tight back here on this top. That's light gray. We don't need that. Black. There's a white right there, but that's just normal white. That's normal white. And the other brand, like flash, don't you know, there's just not many variables of white. Airbrush primer. So I think our only option really is to throw down some more white on here. See what we can do. So all we can do. Well, that black just don't want to stop, does it? Still just pouring. Red brush. What's everybody up to? Drop me a comment. What you're up to today? You've been watching some true crime in other places. You've been watching gardening videos. What you been doing? Me, I just been trying to figure things out. Just trying to get the Streamlabs working, trying to get the whole shebang working. Eventually we'll get it working and the chat will be rolling and everybody's going to be asking questions. Yeah, I don't even want to ask what that ended up costing you. Probably at least 15, depending on what it was. You know, we have a heat pump system in our house here. I don't think I wouldn't get one. It's just what was in my house when I bought it. So in wintertime, it doesn't do well, I'll tell you that much. So I think I'd prefer to have a like gas or something like that as an add-on to it. So I mean, I have a fireplace and all that stuff, but I'm not cutting wood anymore. That's for sure. Yeah, that definitely would hurt. Definitely would hurt, and especially with all the things that they like to sell you, I guess you could say. You know, it's tough to go, here's what I need, and this is what I need only. They want to sell you all kind of stuff these days, and that's for anything, unless it's somebody you know who's putting it in for you, and you hope that they would do that to you, type thing. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do this so y'all can see. I know I was talking to my son about it. It's like it's really hard to watch it from that side because you guys are on that side and I'm right-handed. So I may try to put the camera over here, look back at this angle, I guess, at some point. But what I'm doing is I'm going back in here and trying to clean up some of this overspray that I got on here. Y'all see that? You'll be able to see this little part right here as I'm doing this. Trying to white it back out and try to clean up right along that hairline. A little bit there. I'll have to bring it back around here and get it real good and tight where I really need to get it good and tight. I'm going to try to see how I knock down those shadows that I sprayed on there. Now you've got that sort of effect, and I'll keep missing it just because from that angle it looks fine, but I want to knock it down a little bit more from this angle. I want you to still see that it's there, but I don't want you to see that it's there. I want it to look a little different. Y'all see that up there on the head or on the forehead? We're going to try to leave what's down in the hole on the edge. We're going to try to blow past just the face. Go back this way. Sort of just basically walking the paint in where I need it to be out, covering up the areas that I want it to cover up. I'm learning. Every day is a learning experience for sure. Now, see that shadow. Can y'all see that shadow there still? That light too bright directly on that. I'll let that little separation there between the sections there. I try to leave a little bit here on those wrinkles. I didn't originally spray it really thick either, just because I knew that I wanted to get most of it off. So just try to get a little bit in there. A lot of it's just trying new things. See if this works, see if that works. And then making it happen. I got to try to get his ears covered here. So right now he's got an orange ear, and he don't need an orange ear, he needs a white ear. Get back in there. It's a little bit more right back there without getting it all over the place. Y'all see that? I whited the ear back out. Got up there nice and tight around the hairline with the white. So I got to do that on the other side. I still got to bring some more white back down here where I've got some overspray. So I'm working on here. Thank you. Yeah, I served in the Marine Corps and the Army. Served in the Marine Corps first. As a military policeman. Matter of fact, there's a 3D print there on the wall of military police badge. What I wore as a military policeman in the Marine Corps. And I was 11 Bravo in the Army National Guard for here in Oklahoma. It was the 45th Infantry. The eyebrows hard to do. I got a little bit. That's one thing I hate is whenever you start chasing colors. I got the black on there, and now I just went in there and cleaned it back up. Now I got white on the black. Now I got to go back with black. Try not to chase the white. Just one of them things. Let me try to pin it this white over here a little bit. Okay, that orange turned out to be a really cool color. It's got some wild properties when you're here in person looking at it. It's definitely different compared to what you guys are seeing there on camera. But we're just trying to cover up that stuff up there. Bring it back to a white hairline right there along the edges. Check the ear over here. I gotta do the ear. And fortunately, that I am right-handed, so I either have to do it upside down for me, or so you guys have to bear with me when I do that stuff. I guess we'll change the camera view. Bring the camera over here to my other side and look back this way. But then the problem is I put my noggin in the way, so I don't know how that's going to work. We had it overhead, and that didn't seem to work too good because you couldn't really see too well. So yeah, that's sort of, of course, there's this stuff going on in the drama community, and right now I need to step away from the drama community, so it does. I mean, and that's why things like that make me sit here and think as a content creator of how to make things different and fun and engaging. And again, that's why I've tried to add all that stuff to the screen so that, as people subscribe, either on YouTube, it makes a noise, Facebook makes its own noise. It's just fun and interactive things. There's supposed to be a chat mod that is a bot, part of the Streamlabs deal. It automatically does stuff. And it could be something like that. It actually could be happening in the background. If somebody's coming in being a little bit of a jackass, then it may automatically be doing stuff to them. But I think it should say in the chat there that somebody was dealt with. I hope it is relaxing to watch. I just wish it was easier for you guys to come sit here right next to me while I do this, but see, somebody just did something because it just made a big noise in my ear. It should have popped up on screen. I didn't see it, but it should have been like Facebook like, or somebody followed, a YouTube follow, something. So I may have to turn up the time a little bit on that so that I can get a chance to get over there and see it. But that's the thing I like about the Streamlabs part of that. You can go in and change all that stuff. You can go in and customize it how you want it, type thing. Compared to, unfortunately, StreamYard, you sort of get what they give you type thing. But I had gotten used to StreamYard, so this was different. And it took 2 days of setting stuff up to try to get this. Just like I tried to go live this morning and it didn't work. None of the stuff was working this morning. And there's no way to really test it when you're setting it up unless you just jump on there and say, okay, I'm going live. Let's see if this works. So that's what happened. I have a little bit of white here, and I'm hoping this white's a little bit of a different contrast to the original white. Oh, I think I'm seeing a little bit of the black or something. That's what I'm seeing. A little bit of black come through. Yeah, probably when you get a like or a message. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I mean, just different things just occurs, and it gets your attention, and it's supposed to help the chat be interactive also. Because I don't know, are you guys hearing the notifications? Are they coming through on y'all side, or is it just coming to me? Like as soon as you hit a message, Fiona, are you hearing a noise that bring, bring, whatever it is? Because that's what it does in my ear. That's how I know that a new comment has come in. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just finding airbrushing to be really relaxing. It's not as hard. Okay, good deal. I like that y'all can hear it, and of course you can always. We're testing stuff out. If it's too much, we can always turn it off. We can just make it fun, however we like it. So I could imagine if you were in somebody else's stream right now and it was making all those noises, yeah, I could see it probably be annoying as hell. And we'd be turning it off. But, when I've only got a couple people in here, I'm going to leave it on until we get there, This is our world. We live in it. We have fun in it. We do what we want, okay? We together are what makes the entertainment around this place, So, a little bit more around these areas here. Sort of got I sort of like the fact that it's just a little bit of a black that got trapped in the stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a little thick over here. I'm going to try to knock it down a little bit. But it almost gives it like a dirty look, where you can definitely see the shadows there. It's almost got some. Let me see. I wish I could move this heart out of the way. There's always a thing over here that says there's a heart down here in my corner. So like whenever I like a comment or hit a like for myself, but it covers up my chat spot there. Did I finish the eagle? No, I've added to it. I do have white out right now. So while I got it out, thanks for reminding me, I'm going to go touch up a little spot I did the other day, and I just need a little bit of white, so I don't want to fill the bucket just to do that little thing. So we're talking about the eagle bust. not the eagle that's standing up, just the eagle bust is what I think you're talking about. We just pulled that down from the shelf yesterday. It's got a long way to go in line. I'm just saying. I'll get started on it soon, but look, I'm just gonna have to have some of y'all stop over here and get to painting. There's only one of me, you know. But we will get to it. I promise you. We will get to it. The only bad thing about this is, you know, the more I paint stuff here, the more I want to paint stuff here. And so it could become an issue. I'm going to have to get me a filament sponsor. So I can keep having 3D filament sitting here in my house, I guess. I can see I'm gonna be printing all kind of stuff. Especially if we get to the point where people like want me to print something out for them and do the work on it, you know. I would be willing to do that. I'm printing it out and doing it for them type thing. But we're a long way away from that. I don't think there'll be anybody who'd be interested in having me paint them anything right now. And this ain't. You think the Bob Ross of airbrushing, folks? I'm just saying. Shall I practice my monotone voice for the Bob Ross fans out there? I don't know what. If there. Let me spray a little bit on that eagle before I run out of that white. And I have to, oh, there's. No, we'll save it more PennyWise there. Oh, see, I almost hit that camera. I'm so not used to having that camera there. Okay, let me set this out of the way for a second. Work on this eagle. We'll try to tune up this eyeballs and stuff a little bit here. I'm gonna try to fan in. Oh, like I bet there's a file out there. How big would you want one? Trust me. These things can get utterly ridiculously large. I'm just saying. It depends on how big you want it printed and stuff. Okay, so can y'all see that? Can you see this eagle eye here? I've got a bunch of yellow down here I need to tune up. Now I got some yellow that blew off around when I was painting the eye there. And the crazy part is you know, I go and I get more colors like that gold that I'm using right there. I really want to paint that eagle's eye with that gold, whatever it was, but I think it's an orange color. It might be all right. Anyway, so I got to tune up a bunch of stuff here. I tried to do earlier when I was first painting this one, I did a one color of base white, but then I wanted to go in there and throw some off white to try to give it a dimensional look. That some were flat, some were, you know what I mean? It's just, it's hard when you're painting it all the same colors to give it any definition per se. So that's what I was trying to do is throw it some off whites and stuff like that. Let me cover it with this white, this yellow right here that I got first. Tune this up. Let's see. If you are you on a computer or are you on a phone? Either one, you know, you still can do it on either one. But if you go to makerworld.com, Makerworld is a site that is where I get most of my downloads from. for STL files is what this is. I download my files there, and you can look through there. There's plenty of other sites where you can get STL files, but I'm not saying you have to download it, because if you don't have a printer and all that stuff, there's no use in you download it, but you can still look through it on Maker World. And if you find something you're interested in type thing, screenshot the name of the whenever you click on it and it's something you're interested in type thing, screenshot it, and you can message me with it, and we'll talk about what the best options are. Yes, all that stuff's doable though. But the biggest thing is you just got to find what you're looking for. Like this thing I'm printing out right now is definitely, it's a long print. And then I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to print for my brother. And you just tell him, money talks. Because he might be out there on Facebook world watching right now. Get rid of some of those. I'm going to try to tone down that black area I did when I was learning, before I knew how to control the paintbrush too well. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Got rid of some of that black line and stuff. Again, I wanted it visible, but I wanted more of the, let's say, the white feathers of the mouth to come through to sort of hide that area, the edge a little bit. So I'm going to keep tuning that up a little bit. I'm going to come around underneath the mouth with this white. I got to do some around the top beak up there, and then we might be okay. Just been trying to fix the errors of our way here. The white feather I needed to fix the other day. I never saw it. Make sure I got it there. Okay. Get really tight in here on this mouth. Let's turn it down a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to take, see, this comes out of the base thing there. I can take it down here. Maybe this will help y'all see a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more here. Try to hide the edge a little bit more. It makes a world of difference whenever you learn how to control that paint flow. And you got a gun that really does allow you to control that paint flow. Makes a big difference in where you put paint at, and how much, and all that good stuff. You can really get paint all over the place. And I think that's a fear, the biggest fear of people. It's just getting paint all over the place. I think I'm going to cut that thing off. It's so weird how that base thing sits in there. Either sand it down or change it or something. I just don't like how it does. So again, that's just all part of the STL files. So want to be a little different. Come on, go away, hearts. You can see it. Yeah, just look at there. There's you can search using keywords and all that stuff. You can search all kinds of stuff. All these things that you see me printing out here is files that I have gotten from Maker World. And that's where I get my stuff at, because it's sort of like this part of the software that comes with your printer and all that stuff. And you can download your files from anywhere. You just got to have it in the right format for your machine type thing. And there's a ton of websites out there, and there's a ton of files out there. So you really got to know what you're looking for and verifying it. Let's tune this side up a little bit here on the mouth. Okay, much better blend there. Add a little bit of white over that, the separation of the beak between the different plates of it. So let me go do that on the other side here. And it helps draw that line. Again, I'm not getting close. I'm just trying to put a little paint there to help give it a separation. I definitely feel much better about that now than what it was actually doing. Okay, let's see. What y'all think of that now? I'll let you look at it straight on from the camera. I'll turn it just a little bit to the side here. See what you think about those edges now. those edges. I tuned up the eyes, got rid of some of that oversprayed stuff in there, cleaned all this up down here. And again, there's some different whites, and there's like some off whites in the head because eagles actually have, when you really get to looking at them, they actually have, sometimes they have some black feathers still in there, really light type stuff. So, and here's this other side there. My eye. Again, I just tried to give it some contrast of all its different colors. I really wish this thing would have printed a lot better, but again, I may keep this one and figure out better tuning, printing things to use with it, and see if I can print it out much better for the next time. Here, let me move this up here for the camera now. Move it back into the light here. And I'll come back in, and when I change back to black, I'll re-black that eye fully. So, yeah, there's that. Let me run over here and let the kitty out. Kitty, you want out? You've been laying in the bush. Come on, get out. Go on. Get your tail out. I don't want to hear you scream out there if I catch your tail. Okay, let's see. Is anybody having a hard time reading the chat? Do I need to change the color from white to something else? Do I need to move the chat over to the other side? Just give me your thoughts and stuff like that. Now, for me, over here on my end, the chat is separated. Even though I still see it on the screen, it shows me what it's showing to you guys. That's why I'm asking. But I actually have a chat window, and I can see all the chat. So, there's supposed to be a thing in here like a spin the wheel type thing. It's not showing that it's working, so I just hit the button and it didn't do nothing. I didn't say spin the bottle, I said spin the wheel, just for those asking and wondering. Oh, see, if I'd have been over here at my computer, I would have seen one of my friends, Miss Tammy Yeagers, liked my stream. So, Tammy, if you're out there still watching, I appreciate you. What do we want to do now here? Oh. Your chat is on the right side? It's not. Chat should be showing over there across the face of my iPad type thing in the actual video. It's where it should be. Now, if you're watching via YouTube, then the chat itself may still be showing as the YouTube chat, but everybody's chat is showing on screen from YouTube, Facebook, and X. If people out in X land is even watching it, because they might be watching other live streamers right now. But that's that. I do switch it up here a little bit. Okay, so we're back to PennyWise. Oh, let me show some of the other recent ones now that Facebook can see and comment and stuff like that. Here's a Deadpool I did. I think that one turned out really well. Got some brown Molly gear. He's got his knives, swords. They're brown handle with black sheaths all the way around. So that one is complete. I think it turned out pretty well. Here is the Incredible Hulk. I think I still want to do something with his teeth. All the images I looked at said his teeth are green, but I don't remember his teeth being green. I'm just saying. He's got some red eyes. But I did some highlighting and stuff like that. This is where I was learning how to highlight. And I originally painted it a green base and all that stuff, and then I highlighted it with some black in the valleys and some lighter greens. So, I mean, I do have some errors. I got a spot right there it's obviously you can see that mark. And I mean, I can always come back in here and knock the bright green down just a touch with this same color green that his head is if I needed to. But, hey, that's how you learn, right? Grab this gremlin back here in the back as I'm there. Got this gremlin. I printed him out a long time ago and hand painted him and never finished him. So I just been working on finishing him with the airbrush. So his colors are a little different. You can see where I painted with the airbrush, with the real brush, different colors. So I sort of got to do some more stuff with him. He was an air print anyway. You can see where his head got cut off. It messed up. So then I tried to put him together via other methods. And that's something you got to learn about 3D printing and all that stuff. So, but anyway, I've done some work on him. He's still salvageable, still usable. I mean, you give that to a little kid and he opens up inside a box and it still scare the hell out of him, right? Then we got the Mogwai. I got to finish his eye. Matter of fact, I got some white right there. I'm going to tune that up while I got him here. And I need to fix a little bit of white there, and then he'll be really close to done. So that's that side, and then this side's a gremlin. So let me, while I got this white in my brush, let's tune up some of those spots. Other than that, we've got there's a ton of these things that you guys have never even seen. My bathroom has got a thing above the lights that sticks out, and it's a shelf up there, and I've got a bunch of the horror series. I've got Freddy Krueger done that I painted by hand with a paintbrush that I think I'll reprint, and I'll do it by airbrush now. And I'll make him much bigger, too. I think I'm going to make him bigger. So there's Freddy Krueger, there's Scream, I got Jason Voorhees right there. I got Michael Myers right there. My buddy, he's got a full life-size Michael Myers in a spare bedroom. Whenever I go out and see him in North Carolina, I stay with them, and they got a Michael Myers that he's looking out the window and he's holding up a big old knife. Pretty cool. So, but eventually, I'll start printing out those things just as I get people interested in my stream and I get some revenue coming in from my streams and all that stuff. Or people want to, like I said, people want to buy. Go to my Amazon affiliate links and if somebody wanted to buy a roll of filament to print something out type thing, and they could have it sent to me. So it's all kind of neat stuff you can do with the internet today, A little bit here. Got some issues on its roundness, I guess you could say it. That's the easy way of saying it. Is it needs help. And that's one of the hardest things, I guess, really to learn is eyes. Because technically an eye is not the full color around it type deal. It's depending on how you're looking at something, like if you're looking at flat on a plane, then you only see part of the eye, the iris, the pupil, and all that stuff. So, and you just got to figure out what direction you're wanting your eye to present to be looking. And then figure out how to keep your paint from running. Then I noticed that almost like I got a little bit of air, water in my lines or something like that. I had a filter on it. Have an issue. So I always forget I can pick these up and hold them and do these things. You don't have to have them sitting right down that lazy Susan to paint them, you know. And it would sure make it much easier for you guys to see, huh? You have the problem of I'm right-handed. Hey, he got some ugly teeth in him. Check back in the back and just tone these down a little bit. Okay. Let that dry. His eye's still not round. It's it's got issues. Anybody an eyeball painter? We need to work to practice on our eyeballs a little bit, I guess. We have to do that one day. A little extra time off camera. One of the biggest things that I notice is I don't follow the eye all the way around. I want to stay right here and spray over there. You got to stay around. You know what I mean? You got to stay following where you're trying to go, or it will cause you issues. I just ran all the white out. We're pretty close to the bottom, but I still wanted to bring that in a little tighter with the white so that my circumference is smaller, but then when I go back to hit it with the black, it opens it back up because I want a black track around the eye without covering all of it up. So even though I got the brown and stuff up there, I'll be able to open it back up a little bit with the black ring I'll put around it. But I want to give it just a little bit of white details. If I can control it enough to do this, a little bit of white. Into the areas that I'm almost scared to do. You pull it back on it too far, you'll blast paint all over the place. Let me turn it down here and test it on my glove. Super, super fine amount coming out there now. We got to stay there a little while before the paint will come out, become visible. Okay. So I'll let that dry now. I'll come back and I'll fix my ring a little bit better around the eyeball. Try to make it have the right shape. Excuse me. Turn this up just a little bit up here. There's some brown overspray here that knock it down just a little bit. A red dot right there that needs to go away. Okay. All right, we're gonna put him back on the shelf and not do any more of that. Gotta fix his eye, y'all. It's cattywampus, I guess is what you could call it. I don't know. I figured it out, but that's that one. Still working on PennyWise. So over here in boiler, I just knocked the camera, so hope I didn't knock y'all too hard there. Let me look and verify. Still good there. Where we at on stream time? An hour and 36 minutes. Okay. We'll go a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna yellow his teeth a little bit is what I think we'll do. And that'll work on giving us some buildup in the mouth. I think we've got a little bit of red on the lips. You know, as bad as I don't want to. I don't know what that noise was. I think somebody just messaged me on Facebook. I don't know. They'll just have to wait. If they need me, they know they got my number. If they don't need me, they don't have my number, and they can wait. I want to go super bright red on the nose and on these buttons here. I really like this pastel look. What y'all's thoughts? Sort of gives it you can see the idea of what it's supposed to be without being an in-depth color per se. But do a little color on those teeth. Should we do lemon yellow? Again, we're just going to mist it, so I think we'll do like a lemon yellow, get some yellow into the teeth area. And then we shall see what that does. So, are you seeing that bucket right back here? That's just supposed to be just my pour bucket, but every occasionally you'll see me spray back there and it just blows the stuff out. I've got over here, right here next to me, move my head out of the way, where you see me doing this right here. This right here is a catch can and it blows down in there and it filters it and it just blows the air back out. So sometimes you'll see a mist coming out of there. That's because it's filtered. And that way you're not blowing stuff. Again, I'm not using anything that's toxic spray wise to do any of my painting, just because I'm not running a ventilation system and all that stuff. I'm not using VOC paint thinner, even though I do have airbrush thinner over there. I don't use it. I use the homemade stuff here that I've made. So. And again, I just pour a lot of extras in there. Just pour all the extras in there, and then eventually I'll do something with that. It's an excuse for me to have to buy peanuts, y'all. That's what it is. I love peanuts, and so I buy them by the big old thing like that at Walmart or Sam's Club, whatever it is. some honey roasted peanuts. Actually, I think those were just plain, but I've got honey roasted peanuts over on my desk. So I do like peanuts. I really like spicy peanuts. What's y'all's favorite peanut? Any peanut connoisseurs out there? Oh man, I just painted myself. I hope I didn't get that all over my shirt. That's gonna be bad. Occasionally, whenever I feel like I need to clean it, well, cashews are awesome, but they're expensive. Which technically, I think they're really close to the same amount of cashews and peanuts, like at Sam's Club and stuff like that. They're really not that big of a difference in price. Actually, it may be that the price is the same. It's just the amount of peanuts you get is different. Maybe that's what the deal is. But I don't know what that problem that thing is. Yeah, yeah. I really like my honey roast. Okay, let's do a little bit of yellow here. Oh, this is a different color yellow. This is from this other brand I just bought the other day, so we'll try it out. Let me shake it up first. It's sort of a very light yellow, but more of like a translucent color. It's not like a bright yellow like this. It's called yellow flash, so it's yellow, but it's also going to have sparkle stuff in it, which is probably what I should be using because that's what I've used on all the other stuff, other than some white highlights. Is called yellow flash or flash color. So that's all like a whole iridescent colored grouping of colors there. So see just a tiny bit here. We might get more than what we need just to get it started. It's way down here so we control our paint where we're trying to go with it here. Uh-oh. That work tonight? Hey, I hope anybody that's having to work has an easy night. Okay. I appreciate you being here, but look, you don't have to stay. If you want to go, it'll be recorded. You can watch it at work. For that matter, as an LPN, make sure the people that you may be helping along in life, they get to see it too. Give them something to watch. Some of them may jump up out of their bed type thing. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? I might get scared here, PennyWise. There we go. That does have that flash in it. It's got to be still in my gun. Something put no flash in there. I need to quit calling it a gun. It's an airbrush. to avoid the words on the tubes, you know. Crazy the things you can and can't say or do. And of course, you know, the truth of the matter is there's people who's come before us that have done things that have caused any of the things. There's a reason why HR has policies. There's a reason why HR says you can and can't do this, that, and the other. Because somebody before you has decided they're going to do that, and HR said, we better nip this in the butt real quick. I'm just saying, I'm sure I was the cause of some policies to be written in my life history, you know, I'm just saying. Let's see what it's saying. Yeah, for sure. You know, if they just, hey, they just want to waste 2 hours of their life, 3 hours, however long the stream ends up being, you know. They ain't got nothing else to do, and they just want to pass some time. Tell them, come on, take a look. Now we're getting some paint. No, we're not for everybody, but we are for some. And for some of you that are here, I appreciate you. Just saying, we're trying to build it up. You gotta start somewhere, right? Vivian, I'll just tell you, retirement is not all it's cracked up to be. I will tell you that much. Not that it's all that bad, but it's not all that great either. I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll find yourself airbrushing on YouTube at some point in your life because you just got to stay busy. What color eyes should we have here? Oh, what do you think about that yellow? Boy, that's a yellow. That's a gold-plated mouth there, ain't it? He's got him some grill. He straight up and got him some grill from up the hill. That's not what that color said it was on the bottle. I'm just saying, for the record. Hey, let's put that on the eagle's eye. I got a little bit left there in the gun. Let's slide this over here. We'll put the eagle right here. We're going to add a little bit of that to the eagle's eyes. See if we can make those eagle's eyes a little flashy. Instead of just being that far-fetched yellow, let's add a little light to the subject here. Give it a little gold yellow. Oh, heck yeah. I'm glad you decided to put this color on here. Who decided to tell me that this color was a good color? Okay. I'll have to come back and tune up a little white now because then got excited and got paint in the wrong spot there. But yeah, that yellow is definitely going to help there. That is the right color yellow for the eagle's eyes, for sure. Might even waft a little bit right here on the beak. Because, you know, I really like the color. Too much. This one goes highlights around there. Okay, iridescent color. Let's see here. What's up with that? Oh, the Streamlabs Fiona just kicked in. I don't know what the hell that was about. I might have to turn it way down. So it says, please refrain from sending long messages. Yeah, I'll have to change that. I'm sorry. Look, I told y'all this Streamlabs stuff's different, but yes, hopefully you're leaving because you do have to go to work here in a little bit, not because the message bot said some crazy stuff or something like that. But thank you for telling me to finish this eagle, and now I found an amazing color for this beak and stuff. So that turned out awesome. Check out that yellow on the eyes. It's got like this goldish appearance to it. So I'll just have to go back and tune up a little bit in the corners where I got a little bit off there. But definitely helped that out. So I'm amazed that Streamlab bot finally came on. Again, I didn't know what all it's supposed to be doing. So, but that's crazy that it went back and deleted all of her messages. We'll have to tune him up, let him know who's in charge here. See if I can fix that while I'm just standing here. Streamlab, CloudBot. Link protection, word protection, paragraph. Prevents you from sending over lengthy messages. Preferences. Let's turn that down here. I don't know why. Let's see. Auto permit regulars and members. Let's change it to that. Punishment duration 28 seconds. Wow. We'll keep from doing that. Send punishment message. Gosh, there's so many things you can do with this that it's crazy. Again, there's a lot of stuff, y'all, that I don't know how this all works. Oh, I see. It was set on purge. That's why it automatically purged your comments. So we don't want that happening. So again, there's just things that happen, as we do this. So I think I'll stay. We got like 5 minutes, and then we'll be at the 2 hour mark, and we'll see how this goes. Again, this is our very first stream on Streamlabs that hasn't went the way we wanted it to. So let me turn off this light right here because it's really killing the camera. The camera is set up for a lot different white balance. So I appreciate everybody who stopped in. as I try to figure out this whole Streamlabs setup, I'll go through these alert boxes and all this stuff later and try to get that figured out. And again, just trying to make it a better stream for everyone. Why is the side camera not working? Side camera? There we go. See, the color's not correct on it. We cannot figure out what the deal is with it. So let me move that thing and let you get a better view of the PennyWise where we're at there. So we need to work on his eyes. I got to figure out what his eyes are supposed to look like and all that good stuff. So you can see how I've added a little bit of color there along the ruffles of his outfit, costume, whatever you call it. So yeah, it's just a work in progress. So that's what we got going on. So has anybody got any questions, comments? Yeah, it's crazy how that thing just decided it's gonna. Thank you for dropping those hearts. I just seen them flying there. It's crazy how the chat bot thing here is just move the box up a little bit. It's not showing everybody's name here for some reason. Now you should see everybody's name into the stream along with their icons there where they're commenting from. It's just it's a process, getting everything set up and figured out and working. So I'm learning it and trying to do it as I go. So it's like we got one person that just checked in on Facebook. We got 4 people right now viewing from YouTube. I'm one of them because my iPad's on over there. So that means 3 of y'all are in here. So we're just trying to figure out how all this Streamlabs work. See if I want to switch from StreamYard to Streamlabs, because there's a lot of things that you can do here that you can't do there, and things you can do there you can't do here, like the messages. I don't know how to bring the messages up on screen and all that stuff. I don't even know if I can type thing. Highlight a message to as somebody posts something. So, but with that for right now, I think I'll get off here in 30 seconds, and I'll put us right at a 2-hour mark. Again, I appreciate everybody who stopped in. We'll continue building this, growing, and finding content that interests everybody. So thanks for stopping by, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you, everyone, and I will see you on the next live stream. Thank you to everyone that supports my adventures with your subscription to my photography content on X at Hotwire405.